our former president, the fourth president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, to come and greet us and say pole. Mr. President.
Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Mama Aida Odinga, Rosemary, Asante sana, nimeshukuru. Thank you. Asanteni sana. Asanteni. Nianze tena niseme Mama Aida Odinga.
That is Uhuru's speech during the memorial service for Right Honorable Raila Odinga that was taking place at Nyayo Stadium in Nairobi. And there's something strange that really happened during his speech. If you can notice, the cheers from the crowd was overwhelming. People were cheering really for the president who was taking the podium and who had been introduced, who had been introduced to the podium by Kindiki. Yeah, and the Kenyans who were in the stadium, the reactions was overwhelming. The cheers. But this speech is not just a simple speech. It's not, the reactions from Kenya is not the only simple reactions. Because if you even look at the video, at the background, there's the president, the current president of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, who looks a little bit uncomfortable from the reception Uhuru got. Remember, in 2022, Uhuru was in a different camp, the Azimio camp, that was rivaling, that was a rival to Ruto, and who was in the Kenya Kwanza government. And in that election, Ruto won against Uhuru. So, of course, on the ballot was Raila and Martha Karua, but Uhuru was supporting Raila and Martha for the presidency. So when this reaction came, I felt like it wasn't a normal reaction. It was a statement that people are making to the president, because I don't think there's something great that Uhuru has done for him to deserve the applause that he was getting from Kenyans. By matter of fact, Uhuru and Ruto are one and the same thing. They have been in the previous government for 10 years. And the problems that we are having as a country can be traced back to Uhuru Kenyatta. But that aside, if you can read from the reception, from the cheers from the crowd, they were just trying to pass a message. They are trying to pass a message to someone. And I think that message got delivered. And that message was being delivered to William Samoei Ruto. From my own opinion, Kenyans wanted to embarrass the president. For a long time, we've had elections. We've had a president come in, and one of the things that really came up, what we've seen in this presidency, that they have a different style of leading the country. Yeah. If we look at Uhuru, he was quite laid back president, easygoing, doesn't show so much power that much. Yeah. Especially when it comes to addressing people and issues that are rising in the country. Yeah. A little bit gentle. Of course, still stealing, still mismanaging the economy, yes. But how he delivered his message to people was quite different. How he interacted with the people was quite different. We never saw him come out strongly and support the police in killing people. We've never seen him come out there, gun blazing, telling the police to shoot someone, injure them. Yes, we have not seen him call Kenyans terrorists. So there was so much anger among Kenyans and anger towards the current president. And they really wanted to show Ruto that they are pissed. This should not lie to Uhuru that they love him. Because Kenyans are very clever. They know you are a retired president. There's nothing else you can do. And even they can't follow what you are saying. If they didn't follow you during the last election where you were presenting Raila and Uhuru, Raila and Martha to a ticket and in the Azimio coalition, then they can't listen to you right now. But the message was being delivered to someone. The Uhuru was just being a messenger. Yeah, because if you look at if you look at Ruto himself, he does not want the message. Every time Kenyans go out there to express themselves, they are met with abductions, they are met with bullets, they are met with so many. In short, the president does not have a listening ear. He does not even get the grievances that Kenyans are presenting to him. So Kenyans at every opportunity they get to embarrass the president. They get to demean him the same way he's demeaning the citizens, and that's what I think. Because there's nothing big that Uhuru is doing for him to get those claps, that applause, and if Ruto was really working as a president, if Ruto was doing his things the way it should be done, then those cheers would not have been there. Those cheers are a marking scheme to Ruto, telling him, we dislike you. You are worse than the previous president. And remember, the previous president, who is Uhuru, who was addressing the crowd, is the one that was rejected by Kenyans. Is the one that Kenyans said they don't want. Yeah, in the previous elections. At the same time, even when he attached himself with Raila, they rejected him also. So it tells you, he's not a man they actually love. He's not a man they actually have the admiration for. But there was applauses. There was something. However, it's also a gain for Uhuru, because remember, Raila is no longer here. That space has to be filled by someone, and someone who is not in politics, someone who, yes, maybe like a retired president. So it might be a message also to President, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, urging him to come and fill the big shoes that Raila has left behind. But of course, we know they are too big, yeah. But there is a vacuum in there, and that vacuum would be filled by Uhuru. I not the ODM part, not the, but for as a father of a nation, when the nation is failing, who will we be running to? Who would we give a listening ear to? Because in all attempts, we have seen Kenyans refuse to listen to Ruto. We have seen Ruto refuse to dialogue with Kenyans. So who remains in as the mediator between Kenyans and the ruthless government that we have? Those chairs were maybe appointing the next arbitrator, the next handshaker, the next person who will be cooling these political charged games. Because at some point we go off rails, Kenyans on this side and president on the other side, and when we have two sides that are out to get each other, there has to be a sober voice that does not have political interest. So those chairs, what do you think about them? Tell me in the comment section what do you think those cheers meant. I don't think because personally I don't think it's because Ruto because Uhuru was a good president. No. Maybe because they miss him. So tell me in the comments what do you think. Why do you think Uhuru got so many cheers? If you have watched to this point, it would be nice for you to subscribe. We'll be putting more content out, especially from this burial and funeral and burial of Raila. Will be looking at politics in future, how things are being shaped up in real time. So keep and stick around as we get into such kind of topics. Thank you.